Hello, welcome to yet another episode of Out My Money. I don't know why my face is all blurred out. Hello? You have issues against me because I'm not finance savvy? Okay, let me fix this before I get the rest of the people on. Okay. Usually what I do is I either move very fast. Oh, let me do it again. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm like mosaic today. It's so blur. Logitech. Why? Logitech, why? Okay, let's hope it gets better. If not, I'll just off my video. And then you can just take a look at all the rest of our lovely friends, okay? Who's that? Oh,
Yay! Today I come in first.
well done. After you come, you see my face clear now. Yay! It's a girl's day. Childish, right? Wow. I hate all these like sexy stuffs. Who that? It's Chunho with his problematic audio things.
Okay. How is it? Audio, how's the sound?
Yeah, but okay, now it's okay. A little bit echoey, like expected in the room. Two more.
Okay.
It just not really sounded like, the kettle when it boils, right?
That
It
loud?
really sounded like that. Not very loud, but the pitch is the same. But it's very soft at the background, but the pitch is the same. Like,
It's not like mosquito, is it?
no. It's really like a kettle when
I
it's
thought it's
boiling.
like mosquito then you just
Okay, you own self do. Okay, nobody else do because since you're the one that's audio issues, just let yourself continue. Oh, Afik. Oh, Afik is sleeping. Pretend sleeps here. You on mute, boss. Sleep. I know why Afik on mute. Because when he sleeps, he snore. So he cannot other people hear. Okay, today's topic, right, is, I think it's interesting lah. But okay, you want to talk about the Chunho, you want to talk about your experience? Oh, is it Afik, the taxi uncle, or should I go?
I think you should.
Okay, I go. Look at Afik's stunned face. It's like he kind of got an arrow. Okay, so anyway, I have friends recently there is like a huge buzz about this thing called NFT. Okay, I think we need to mute now. NFT. So I went to look it up because ignorance is a choice, right? So I Google. It says NFT is non-fungible token. And then I don't know what is non-fungible token. So it's like see already, like never see like that lah. Okay. So can somebody here please help me out? I got three gurus. Non-fungible. What is non-fungible token? Oh, okay, Afik. You showing off your master already or what? Don't have, so you please go.
NFT is nasty, freaky type.
Nasty furry thing. Last week you said nasty furry thing.
things. It's nice for you.
Nasty furry things. Wait, I need to turn the lights on. The light. So see me NFT. See me NFT.
Maybe we start with fungible first. Because I don't understand.
Let's start with see me NFT first. Because if anybody who's watching this, you're probably wondering, see me NFT, and it's not a nasty fuzzy thing. That one is my cat lying on the floor. An NFT stands for a non-fungible token. Now, if you've been watching the news, you've probably heard about people buying up NFTs. A few artists have made like $3.5 million in 3 hours kind. Elon Musk wanted to sell his first ever tweet at $1 million. The founder of Twitter wants to sell his own first... What? See me? Cannot, meh?
No. Elon Musk doesn't want to sell his first tweet.
Doesn't want to do it anymore. Correct. So the latest news is that he doesn't want to sell. But see me NFT, right? See me NFT. So long story short, an NFT is a form of a derivative that comes from blockchain. Effectively, it is digital art. And in today's context, art can be almost anything. But the key here is because you can just copy paste things in the digital world, an NFT makes sure that your digital art is one and only, it's unique. There's only the one. You cannot replicate it. Okay.
In-
So, for
in-
example, carry on.
It may not necessarily be art. It could just be a piece of article, like the first tweet. That's not an art.
Correct. But here's the thing: the first Bible is considered a piece of art because it was the first, and so it has a collectible value in that sense. And so, like I said, art can be very subjective. Like a picture of me when I was 12, can be art.
No,
because
I'll
of its
just scribble crayons on it.
Cannot. It's a digital thing.
Yeah. But anyway, explain fungible. I think the audience wants to understand what's fungible. It's what?
Denise
Is
wants
that
to understand what's fungible.
fungible? It's like, no,
Yeah,
danceable is fungible, so it's very fun.
I give you a like.
The word fungible,
Okay.
if you Google this, Google, Wikipedia, or any dictionary will tell you that fungible basically means you can exchange one for another. It's most commonly used in terms of currencies. So you have Sing dollars, you can exchange your Sing dollars to US dollars, which is an equivalent currency of exchange. You can buy stuff with it. Take that US dollars, change it to ringgit, change it to rupiah, change it to whatever you want, right? That's fungible. You can't change like a mouse to something else, right? You can buy and sell the mouse, but you cannot exchange it. So that's a key term for fungible. By extension, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, you can change Bitcoin to Ethereum, to Ripple, to Dogecoin, to whatever else that's out there in that sense. Cryptocurrencies are fungible. And so a non-fungible token is a token based on blockchain that cannot be exchanged for another token of equivalent value. So it's been commoditized in that sense. The easiest way I can say this is an NFT is like a toy, a limited edition collector's toy that has a serial number that's only the one in the world. That is essentially what an NFT is, only it's digital.
Okay.
Okay,
so,
now we can close this show now. Got it.
So I
What's
see.
the value of it? Sorry.
The theory of the greater fool. That one I leave to Junho.
Explain.
Junho knows. I also know. Last week I think Afiq talked about.
The theory of the
What the
greater
hell
fool.
is a
Don't jia no sound.
Oh, che.
The one where the only reason I'm buying something is because I'm expecting somebody else will pay me more for something that's essentially worthless.
Okay, wait. Whether something is worthless or of value is dependent on a lot of things. Like those pieces of art behind me, some people
Oh,
are
is that
thinking,
art?
huh? You mean this?
Oh, no. Yeah, is that art?
You mean
It is
that?
art. It can
And
anything
you
can be art.
look at this great piece,
It's an art piece.
See what
But
it
whether
is?
it's valuable or not is
Okay.
another matter.
it's a silhouette of a river with some mangrove. Then there's a little boat that's going through it. Can you see it?
I thought it's a river of blood. When your
Yeah, me
enemies
too.
you set them, it's a
So
river of
I'm
blood.
basically a vampire hiding here just to so that you guys don't recognize it. But anyway, art pieces for some people this is something of value. For some people it's just a piece of worthless thing. Somebody just painted something. Anybody can paint something. Why is it worth so much money? But there are things out there that because it's just rare or it's scarce, it's this sense of scarcity that people put value on it. And it's the same thing as Afi was saying, the first Bible is considered a piece of art, and it's the first Bible. It has value because it was first one. There is only one first Bible. There cannot be another first Bible. So, and people wants to own that whole first Bible, and then people who has a certain reasons to want to collect that Bible, the first of its kind, are willing to pay money for it. So, like the first tweet that came out of Twitter, now that Twitter is such a global thing, the first tweet that was ever there has certain value. To historians, they will have historical value. To certain people, it's the first tweet. It's by Jack Dorsey. So there is a value tied to this person. Once this person died, he's not going to tweet anymore, and nobody's going to have this first tweet anymore. So there's a value to it. So some people want to own it because knowing that somebody else may want to buy it. Because in the future, may want to own it so that they can showcase it. And that's the reason why such certain art pieces are of a certain value, because museum wants to have them and own them so that they can present it to the world who have a lot of people who wants to see it, but there's only one piece of it, like the Mona Lisa. There's only one Mona Lisa. But then when we actually go to the museum and look at it, we don't know whether we are actually looking at the real thing or I wouldn't say a fake, but a copy.
An artful copy.
Yeah, it's a very masterfully done copy, so that people who don't know will think they're looking at the real thing, but I really don't know. Okay, so anyway, there's many copies of the Mona Lisa in different. I read that there's many copies of it. So anyway, that's the thing. Somebody in the world will eventually want to own a piece of history. That's the whole concept. Owning a piece of history. That's where the value comes from. And to somebody who is not interested in that owning a piece of history, that's is actually worthless.
So it's
it
really
ha-
like art in that sense, I think.
Yeah, art basically is, some people will think that is worth a certain value, some people will not. Even if an art piece that is actually done by somebody that is worthless, but because some famous people actually own it before, it becomes of value.
Yeah. Or the person
I mean-
die.
I mean, a soy underwear that's worn by some celebrity has value.
Even so underwear that's worn by normal non-celebrity also have value, just less, yeah.
Just last year,
Yeah.
maybe it's
Still
bonus
have
value.
There is a market for this, you know.
There's a market for this.
Okay, so that I think that probably wraps up what NFT is. Then now I have another question.
Why is Rachel blur? Rachel, you're blur.
Yeah,
I know.
it's like
Very blur.
it's the camera.
You hear, he listen to very blur.
It's a camera. That's also what's happening to me at the beginning of the show also. You're using Logitech also, Rachel?
Yeah.
See lah, Logitech. Okay, so $2 segment. So
Oh,
So
so
anyway-
you're telling Logitech, is it? You're telling Logitech, if you're watching this show, please upgrade my camera.
no need. Then you're saying it's because I think when you shift very fast, right? And then you come.
I think it's detecting the motion. So when we move, so that's
Yeah.
why.
Or like when I cover and then after I let go. Just now that was what happened at the beginning. It was very
Okay,
fast in
anyway,
my face.
what's your question?
Okay, so anyway, yes, my next question is, okay, NFT. Okay, maybe because I lay woman, NFT is quite something to wrap my head around. But my question is, why is there a sudden hype for NFT now?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume it has been around for as long as crypto's been around, right? Or maybe slightly after that. But why
NFT
now?
is younger than my
suddenly
children.
so interesting? Oh, which child?
The
Me
unborn
too.
one.
Ah, wow, lovely. That means people, we are from the future. We are talking to you about NFT.
NFTs were only started within the past couple of months, I think.
No.
Is that why it's such a big hype? No lah. I think the hype started about a month ago
Yes.
or so, but not the actual NFT.
Wait. NFT.
Okay, fine. So the first NFT was in 2015, but it really
Yes.
just got a lot of steam within the past couple of months because the guy on Beeple managed to sell it, right?
Who?
Okay, let me give you some.
My face getting bigger and bigger.
Let me give you some history. You can record this, and this becomes a historical lessons, or is a
NFT.
Put somewhere and becomes NFT. Okay, NFT was actually created way back, like Afik said, probably in 2015. But CryptoKitties were actually started off in 2017. So actually, way back when blockchain is available, people have started playing with NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Instead of creating cryptocurrencies, people use the blockchain to generate certain tokens that is not fungible, and they kind of like make it rare, and then they just share around. They just create an art piece. But there are actually, before even blockchain came about, because of the digital world that's available, a lot of digital artists are really available. People are making art pieces digitally and they post it on the web, share it and all those stuff. And some people will buy it because it's a digital, because they like the digital art. Now, but the thing is, the thing about digital art, because you created it online or you created it's pixelized, it can be copied. It's easily copied. So it can just multiply it. I buy one piece, like I buy from this person who created this nice, not good looking, nice, beautiful picture of something, and then I like it and I bought it from this person. It's digital, easily I just can paste, copy, and send to somebody else, and then somebody can print it and then put it in the wall. So there's no limit to it. So anybody have it. So the value is not very high. But when blockchain came about, people started to dabble in this. Since blockchain is a form of ledger that I can actually, if I put it on blockchain, it's a distributed ledger, but it is open to everybody and everybody knows who actually own it and where it's being transacted. There can be only one piece. If I decided to put it onto blockchain, it can be tracked, and anybody who copy it somewhere else, they know that it's not the real deal. It's not the real deal because it's now being on blockchain. It's tagged onto it. So there's only one. So it's limited in that sense because even if you don't have the blockchain, the digital thing that you go and put a number in there, so what? People still can copy it, and then they go and digitally change the number. So what? So it doesn't make sense. There's no tracking to make it limited. So blockchain is created this whole thing that now digital art, anybody who made digital art can put it on there and it's limited. So now musicians also come up with limited editions of certain songs that you can only buy, and during this period you can buy, and after that it closes. That's it. That's the amount that is being sold. And if somebody wants a piece of it, they have to buy and sell in the open market between people, and then the price will just shoot up.
So now there's non-fungible digital music.
There is. There are.
So is that music? Is a piece of music considered NFT also?
Yes. Some of them actually created and they sell for millions of dollars, and then there's only one piece. But recently, Kings of Leon, your guys knows Kings of Leon, right?
Never mind.
I know who is Kings of Leon. Hi, Evan.
Yeah. They're going to release the album. I don't know whether it's released already. They're going to release the next album as an NFT. I think they're open for a period of time for people to buy. And then after that, it's no more. So it's being done that way. Because previously music, some people release like vinyls or CD limited editions, and you can only buy that. There's only so many pieces of that.
Yeah.
Then eventually all those limited edition vinyls or CDs becomes of higher value. People who wants it have to pay up money for it. It's like a book. It's a first edition print of a certain book. There's a higher value for it. So if you actually create a digital copy of a book, if you write the first book in digital, you want it to have value, because at the moment all these ebooks and all this stuff, it's just being passed around like that because you can just copy and send over. There's no thing to say this is the first one. Whoever created the first ebook actually put it on as an NFT, then somebody hold a piece of the history. I have the first.
You can prove that it's the first lah.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Anybody can put that. Right.
Anybody
Unless you
can
have
put
that.
it. Yeah, but the thing is that who is that person to make it interesting, to make it of value? It will depend on that. It depends on how many people kind of like want that thing.
So then I have a very important question.
Go.
NFT can buy or not?
I was going to ask the same question.
And to answer your question, you can buy. Just like you can buy anything you absolutely wanted, if you can afford it, you can buy. Just like I also ask people when they ask me, "If someone can eat?" No, can. Anything can eat once.
Okay, I got. Okay, let me rephrase the question, because the quality of our answers depend on the quality of questions that we ask, right?
And also the quality of the person you ask.
You don't kena sai. So anyway, okay. So my question to Afiq and Chunho: I assume Rachel, you don't know also since you're asking the same question as I am, right? So Afiq, would you buy NFTs? And if yes, why? If no, why? Etc. Etc.
First off, the question then becomes, am I able to assess the true value of a specific NFT? It's the same thing if I say art or any other collectible item. I have friends who are sneakerheads who love all limited edition sneakers, and they can walk with me and like, I said, that guy, he wear that one limited shoe, more expensive. And I'm like, it's a shoe. And then I go out with friends who are a bit higher end. He's like, wow, look at this painting. It's colors on canvas. Then on the flip side, they have done enough homework to understand how to value and assess. What's the word? There's a specific way in the art one where they can not evaluate, what is it? Appraise. Where they can appraise the value of said item, right? And so on that question, would I be buying NFTs? Only with money I can stand to lose. Because right now, it's pretty much a crapshoot. Anybody and anyone can release and create and release an NFT, right? It's just whether that NFT will grow in value. And that goes back to, how, like, for example, the founder of Twitter, his first tweet, because Twitter is such a big platform, I'm certain that now, and that is looking backwards, right? And for the mere mortals like us, if you want to buy an NFT that you think will appreciate in value, like there was one, the crypto whale who bought the $69 million thing.
Beeple.
And he said, yeah, the thing. I'm calling it a thing because he says that, I bought it at 69 million when its true value is $500 million, according to him. That was his words, right? I bought it at 69 million. I'm expecting that the true value will eventually grow to $500 million. And so now the question is this: can I, number one, catch something before it grows to $500 million, much less $1 million? Number one. Number two, even if the true value is $500 million, can I fork out 69 million? Once again, mere mortal, right? Mere mortal. And so I would say I might buy it if, number one, it was convincing enough, and I don't mind losing that money. Because don't forget, right now, it's the craze, it's the FOMO, everybody's talking about it, so everybody's trying to get into into NFTs, and naturally, you look at the curve, right? The initial, euphoria will just drive up, and the theory of the greater fool comes in, and then everything finally dies down, boom, it drops down to the bottom. So if you're prepared for that, fine, go ahead. But if not, you're better off educating yourself first, then talking to an expert or qualified professional, then looking at what you can park your money into.
Please go and check out Rachel at Expense Concierge and Afiq at Fast Food Finance.
Advertising moment. There's an advertising moment.
Plug in. Okay.
It's our
Suddenly, like commercial. Let's go into a commercial break.
Okay, now let me share my view on about NFT.
Would you buy?
No, not at the moment. Firstly, I think NFT makes sense in a way because it actually can capture certain digital material that has historical value. I'm saying historical value. I didn't say monetary value. But the first two, historical value captures certain moment in time that's important, and people who want to own a piece of history makes sense. And certain people have created beautiful artwork, and then they just want to have one piece of it, and then they want people to scramble to get it. It makes sense. So they create it as an NFT so they can have people scrambling for it. Then they create scarcity so that the value can go up. That makes sense. In that way, it makes sense. Now, but the thing is, a digital art piece is just existing in, I don't know where in cyberspace. Now, until maybe they're thinking in the future when our world is so augmented with reality, the reality is so augmented or becomes so virtual, I can actually take that digital art piece and actually install in my virtual space and become something that is next to me. then the value really can go up. But at the moment, that art piece will only exist in our computers, on a handphone, on our cloud, and it actually is not something physically that you can put up. Maybe you can have a big screen. Maybe you can have a big screen. They just project the image. But I can easily, anybody that bought that piece, we actually can go online and just look for that piece. It may not be the original one, but there's a copy of it online. You can actually just copy of it and then you just project on your screen too, on the big screen in your house too, project on the TV. It is there. You can do that. So at the moment, we are not at the stage in the world where augmented reality and virtual reality can just make those things part and parcel of life.
Oops.
Now, the reason I do buy art, I do have a lot of pieces of paintings. I wouldn't call that exactly art, it's just painting by certain artists and stuff in my house, because there are walls in my house that is just blank and I want to just decorate it. So I bought paintings to kind of ornament the house, decorate the place, and to make it have a different look. It brings out a certain feel to the house. So the value is it changed the look of the house, changed the feel of us being in it. So I'll look for certain pieces. But the thing is, I don't buy art pieces because they're expensive or because they're famous. I buy them, I need to like them, and they need to complement my space that I live in. So to me, pieces of paintings of art that I buy needs to be something I like. Because if you put a piece of art that apparently is of a lot of value, but you actually don't really like it, and then you put it in the house, go to look at it day in, day out. You know how the feng shui is going to be very bad, because you just look at it, you hate it, you look at it, hate it, then the whole day you're just moody. I tell you, the feng shui in the house is going to be bad. So I would say if you want to buy something with money, for art pieces or paintings or other things to put in the house, you better like it.
Sure.
So, yeah.
You better go ahead. What is this? The NFT, hello, sir.
So I'm talking about art pieces now. You project that to NFT. Do you actually like it, or you're just buying it for thinking that the value will go up? Now, the thing is that if you think the value will go up, how do you know the value will go up? So, but people, this guy who actually sold the 69 million painting, he was a famous digital artist to begin with. People were buying his stuff. So the moment he released it as an NFT, people were scrambling for it because he knows
So he had fans already.
he already had a fan base. He was producing digital artwork long before this whole NFT piece. So he has track records. It is not like he just suddenly came in. So there are cases like, so if you want to buy his work, you have to like his work too. You don't buy hoping that it will go up in value, thinking it will go in value. Because this whole craze that it will go up in value and thinking it will go up in value is just now going all over the place. And Afiq was just saying the taxi uncle is talking to him about NFT. If the person, your barber, is talking to you about NFT, the butcher in the market is talking to you about NFT, the taxi driver is talking about NFT, you go to a retail shop, the salesperson is talking to NFT. These people are not expertise in NFT, and they're talking to you about NFT. You know that there's craze going on already. Just people are thinking, look at it, all the dollar sign on it, and it's like, I want to. Can you hear that echo? So
Yes.
some people are just, it's just getting to the overhyped, and when it's overhyped, the value of everything just go overboard. And when the cloud or the smoke clears, some of these NFT is just going to crash in value. Not all. Those with real value may hold, but those that is of crap value, and I think some of these NFTs that's going to come out will have crap values and they're going to sink. So at the moment, they're just going crazy. I don't know which one, but there are some people who don't want to miss out on the real deal. They'll just buy everything. Maybe they'll catch a real deal, and even those that sink, is okay, because the real deal is going to go up so much. They will offset the world. They're saying some people will do that. And if you have enough money, you can go and dabble in that.
So it's like gambling.
It is like
In
that,
your opinion, right?
in my opinion. In
You
my
must make it
opinion.
very clear. Otherwise, it's not gonna
Yeah, in my opinion. Okay, anything I say from my mouth is my opinion.
defamation. Not gonna.
Yeah, because it's like I have. I just want to add on. I mean, the other thing is that I collected Swatch watches, and at one point the value goes up a lot. But when everything, a lot more things came out, and then Swatch watches suddenly start die down, all the value just start dropping. But I still think there are some pieces that are really of value. There are some Swatch
But in the
was
first place,
designed
you
by.
bought them because you like them, right? Or was it?
I first started off because I liked some of them, but eventually then I bought certain things because they have certain limited editions, and they have some come in special packaging and all stuff. But some of the special packaging actually makes sense at the time, but doesn't make sense now. Like the first scuba, the Swatch has a first. They created a scuba. Previously, it's just a normal one. Then they have a scuba.
As in, it's scuba diving.
Yeah, for scuba diving, the first
Okay.
watch for scuba diving. You know how they actually created the limited edition? They put the watch in a can, and it's not a can of empty air, it's a can of water. And then they decorate the whole can. Then people will just buy it to collect. And then some people,
So you have the watch is inside the can.
yeah, some people will buy it, and then they keep it, and they don't open it, so that it's in mint condition. But then now you think about it, the watch in the can is like for many, many years. So what's going to happen?
Yeah,
These are not,
it's integrated already.
yeah, and you have to remember, these are not automatic watches. These are quartz watches, which means they actually needs a battery. The battery in there could have died already. How many years already?
And
then
And
got-
I can imagine all the algae, in the.
You don't know. So you have to open
you
it. to
never
know
open
what-
and see?
Huh?
You never open and see?
No, I didn't open, because if I open
From
it up,
outside you
then,
can see or not? Maybe got seaweed
you
inside.
know, if you open up, then it's no longer mint. Then the value will plunge.
Okay, I'm very curious now. The can is transparent or what?
No, it's a real can. It's a tin can.
Oh, it's a
It's
tin
like-
can. You
it's-
can't even
it's
see
like a-
inside.
It's like those kind of
Lousy.
can, like what do you call it, the big beans can. Then you need a can opener to open one. It's not the
And you can't even
can.
see inside.
No.
They should have made like a clear, and then at least you can see
No.
inside. It's so nice, right? As a display piece, at least it will be nice.
There
Now
was
it's
one
like,
that's the can type. There's one that's that kind of big beans kind. You need a can at the end. There's another that's like the sardine can, like that one. Then you
it's
piece.
still the same. It still cannot see inside.
You don't see inside one. So when they release it, it was like that. So I do own some of this, but there are some that's actually designed by famous artists, like Keith Haring actually has designed for Swatch, and those are very, very rare.
Okay. So you should open those that is not designed by the
Yeah.
artist. And
Can
then
you
you
do a
tell
house
us. Yeah, I'm very curious.
Open
how 开封典礼 open ceremony got cut ribbon. People cut ribbon, you open can.
We'll talk about, maybe I show you one particular piece. Okay. So anyway, that's my
one?
view.
Okay. Oh,
my
okay. I get what you mean. So apparently, for those of you guys who are curious, we are not for NFTs lah, not for us. I guess it's a bit like a gamble in that sense, right? You see, just buy first and see whether it goes or not. Then that's not really quite investment.
So what I wanted to share is this is a situation, a scenario where I'm happily ignorant because then there's no FOMO, and then so I won't know what's happening, and I won't want to get into the situation. So.
I think even if you know, you also know FOMO. Because after hearing it, I'm like, huh, what? No, I don't think I'm gonna take it.
But I just want to add.
But it's interesting.
It's interesting, but I just want to add. Let's say you actually created a world in Minecraft. You know Minecraft, right? The game that
I know what's
pixelated
Minecraft.
little craft. Minecraft, you actually can create a
Pixelated
virtual
people.
world in there. Yeah, pixelated paper, pixelated things. Actually, not. It's little blocks. It's like it's like Lego pieces built together. You can actually create a whole virtual world in there. There are people who actually created different places of stuff in that Minecraft. You actually, if you do own a piece of land or piece of house, created a piece of property on Minecraft, you can actually take any of these digital NFT and put inside. No, it should work.
Yeah, it's the same as there's a game that is very very popular now.
Okay.
Chinese game, I think. It's the same, similar to. It's not Minecraft, but when you say you can build a house, you build a stuff in Minecraft, and then you sell it. It's the same. For this particular game, you sometimes for games, right, you need certain items, but you either need to spend a lot of time, a very long time to go and look for it, farm it, etc. So what they do is you have people who play this and then they farm it and they sell it. They sell it on like I don't know Q10 Taobao.
Yeah.
They sell it. So you buy the code.
That has been going on for a while already, way before blockchain came about. Those kind of thing has
It's
been
a
happening.
rudimentary blockchain. The very first of its kind cryptocurrency. Non-fungible. Is it fungible?
No, it's not fungible. Those kind of things.
Non-fungible. I got 头条 now. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sorry,
I think I got all my.
Rachel's question. Rachel
one?
got a question, right? Rachel, did you have a question just now?
Will you
No, I
buy?
just wanted to say that I'm happily ignorant. That's all.
Yeah, lor. Then after I told her, I think even if we knew about this, both of us wouldn't have FOMO because we're like, what? I'm just not very curious about the tin can, the tin
Wait.
sword.
Before we continue talking about it, what about the rest of you? What views do you have on NFTs? Let me go and get something and show you guys.
He's gonna open it on screen. No, I
I'm imagining all the worms inside the can.
No, I think if it's still airtight, right, then cannot because there is no way not people, but things can go inside one, right?
And then the water would have evaporated, right? Airtight.
No, if it's airtight, that means air cannot go in, air cannot come out. So there's no evaporation going on, right? Suddenly I feel so stupid, What the
You laugh until you smile like that means what?
No, if it's
I love you
airtight, there
both.
shouldn't be any movement at all.
I love you, Rachel. I love you, Denise. I love you, boss.
That means that was a stupid question, damn it. Whatever. We're just going to I guess it doesn't happen if it's a vacuum. Vacuum is different from airtight. Is it?
No, it's the same thing, right?
Luckily this is out of my money and not like some science show.
Okay. You want to can something? Generally, the cans are sterilized, right? So the cans are sterilized, clean on the inside and the outside, and
But
then
that's
when
for
they peel,
food. That's for food.
exactly. And so when it comes to a watch, I don't know if it's been sterilized. But while Denise is right, it might be airtight, but whatever contaminants are inside means it's inside. And like you
Yeah.
like
It's
you said,
water.
things will degrade in water, right? Or it might
Yeah.
break down. So you don't know what the condition is, even more so if it's not transparent.
I know. At first I thought it was transparent. Then at least it will look pretty. You know what I mean? If it's like an acrylic block or something. So
No
excited
lah,
now.
it's
This is like the most exciting part of the show. Everybody, okay, yeah.
No, we want to
How is
see
it going to open? How long have you
watch.
kept this for?
the tin. The
So how long
can.
have you? But I think you cannot hear because
I'm just showing you a copy of it from a book.
No, I want to see the actual one. No, I don't want to see this stupid picture. I want to see the real tin can.
I could have
No,
killed
kick
that.
out of the room. Kick out of the room, Rachel.
No, I think I stored it somewhere quite deep, so difficult to find immediately. Even some other things I want to pick up is difficult to access. So
Okay, so next session you show us. Next.
We have a can opening ceremony.
I'm just really curious. But you must be prepared in case you open and then like got slime come out.
No,
like
no.
monster.
Yeah, we're in different place. It's only over camera. The slime will be in Chunho's place.
Can you imagine if you know how those sci-fi shows, right? Where there's like some alien life form inside and it's like safe from the world because it's kept inside, but then suddenly Chun open it. And then
No, I'm not gonna open the tin
devour
can.
the world.
okay, I don't have the big beans one, but the long one. I actually have the sardine one. Okay, and then the sardine one, and it's wrapped in paper. When it was actually sold, it was sardine can wrapped in newspaper. It's like
Which one would you like to open? Sardine or round one?
He doesn't
No,
have the
no.
round one, he said.
No, I'm not opening any of them.
So shitty. Are you going to bequeath it to anybody?
Huh?
Are you going to bequeath it to anybody? Are you going to like put in a will? I will give my Swatch sardine can to,
No.
to Swatch. They'll probably put in a Swatch museum. That is interesting. Okay, I think
Really?
we're.
I think there's a short version.
Hiya, you waste my time. Hiya. So
Yeah, Lord, you raise our hopes.
Yeah, hiya. So disappointed.
You
My
raise
name is
our
on the
hopes,
chair
but
now. Damn
yeah.
it. Okay, I guess you're on to last words then. Sad.
Okay, last word.
Suddenly I feel such an anti-climax. Okay, last words. Okay, Chunho, you go. Since you're not going to open your sardine can.
Well, basically NFT is just, as the name says, very straightforward, non-fungible token, and whether it has value or not, it is dependent on whether anybody in future think it is worth a piece of history, as is a part of history that is worth saving or owning. Then the value is there. But otherwise, it depends on which celebrity of which famous person actually created it, and then people will say, I own a part of whatever is created by this important person. And that's where the value is. No difference from art pieces, artworks, and other stuff. Otherwise, anybody can create a non-fungible token, but if you create a non-fungible doesn't mean it's going to have value. It's the same in that sense. It's just that it's digital instead of being physical. So anyone who wants to buy and sell in it at the moment, there's a lot of praise, there's a lot of hype. It's up to you. Just go and do a research, go and understand fully what it is about before you jump into the bandwagon, onto the bandwagon.
Okay, so that's Chunho's last words. Last words from the disappointing non-tin can opening. Chunho. Okay, last words. Afik, last words time.
Right. So typically, there's lots of investment opportunities out there. And as you go along in life, you will meet, and you, by you, I mean anybody who's watching, whether today, tomorrow, the day after. As you go along in life, people will come to you with multiple investment opportunities. Some are legit, some are scams. Some are too good to be true. Some might be the diamond in the rough. And so it's up to you to do your own due diligence to decide whether this particular type of investment is for you. And like I always say, it's got to go into your overall portfolio, your overall plan. And so ultimately have a plan, right? If it's something that's new, speculative, something that you're not sure if this is going to work out, at least you already have a plan to do something that does not factor in this new type of investment to make or break your entire financial goals, right? For example, if you're already passively investing using ETFs, using funds, and you're just chugging along normally, and you've got a target 20, 30 years, you'll be fine. That's okay. And if, say, an NFT comes along and you're like, okay, I don't mind dumping in a few $1,000s into this. If I lose, I'm fine. But if I make some money, it will fast forward my retirement by 10 years. Great, do that. But don't depend or gamble your entire life savings on something that's so new, so speculative that it's either do or die. Because in all likelihood, you might die. That's my last words.
So it's all like good to die.
So what I remember from what he said is that you might die.
Yeah,
But did
in all
you die?
likelihood you might die. But actually no, in all likelihood we all will die. It's just a matter of time.
There's a 100% death rate, Lay, so far.
Yes, of course. Just like there's 100% death rate. Yes. That is like the one guarantee in life, people, that you will die.
And taxes.
Not Singapore, maybe not in every country, but most countries, yes. Okay, then I will go. My last words. is that for today's topic, it was a little bit difficult for me to wrap my head around F's, namely fungibles. So NFT or whatever it is. And it was very helpful for me to understand what's going on. And after listening and understanding, I guess it really is like art in a way. Whether it's music, media, content, etc. It really depends on whether there is a market for it. So right now, because the market is so new, nobody really knows whether the market is sustainable or not. Then I guess it is not really an investment or a gamble. That's for me. Hello, YC. Okay, Rachel. Last word time for you. Do you need me to talk some more?
No need.
So you can
Okay,
finish
done. So my last word is, I'm typing as I am saying it. I would like to. Hello, Yuan. I would like to see the swatch can be open. Exclamation.
Swatch can. Cannot one he will never open. He will never open. I mean,
Anyone
you
selling
know,
69 million NFT?
You can
we talked about
sell.
this earlier already, you guys see. The person who bought it valued it at $500 million, right? He own self value, own self see, own self value.
Yeah, so you can put a price. Just doesn't mean somebody will buy.
Yeah, so the law of the greater fool, so you just wait for somebody who's the greater fool come along and buy.
Alright, Commando.
$500 million. Okay, I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks to everyone who joined us today. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks' time. If you have anything that you want us to talk about, or you have any questions regarding finance, money management, drop us a comment below and then we will see if we will talk about it next time we're on. Okay, so see you guys in 2 weeks' time. We're out.